Morning, everybody. It is just after 9 o'clock Thursday morning, and we are back at Kassel Performance. And that can only mean one thing. It's time to put the BMW i8 up on the dyno. This should be exciting. Pat is getting it detailed. Pat's the kind of guy to detail his car before he puts it up on a dyno for a tuning run, because the dust will impede the horsepower performance. So he's gonna get it polished up. They're opening up the shop still, and then they're gonna get it up on the rollers. This should be a fun day.
Most don't care about putting it on dynos, so it's like there's very, very little information out there. I'm teaching more people about the car than I am receiving information.
Sure. But it'll be neat if we can still turn it up a little more to get a little more of the performance.
Yeah, I'd like to see what you guys can do, and what ultimately I want to drive it home with my buddies too. Simply because he's tested over the road over 3 times. So if you wanted to do a stock, see what you guys can do, and then lastly put his on it and see what it can do, and then send it out.
Maybe come back in 30 days and switch it over and kind of get it back to back.
That's what I would like to. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. But yeah, by all means, feel free if you guys wanted to push it as hard. You know, if you want to try your tune today, by all means. All right, so we got the car here. We're at Kassel Performance. What they're doing right now is they're making sure that they have accessibility to the parts of the car that they can strap it down, so that when it gets on the dyno, of course, it's not going to go wandering. Secondly, we want to make sure that we want to find out what it's going to run stock. We're going to make sure all the numbers look good. I do know that there's a 12% difference between power that comes out of this engine and the wheels, although I don't know what they're going to do on the dyno as far as numbers are concerned for configuration purposes. We're going to try his tune. We're also going to try a friend of mine's tune in the UK. He currently owns BMW i8, so he's actually able to test on the road and see what kind of performance he can get out of it, with his primary concern being drivability, as it's a day-to-day daily driver. It's going to have that ability to, increase performance, increase acceleration, provide a lot more low-end power than it currently provides, because it has the electric motor for that. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what it's going to do in the dyno today, as well as what it's going to do as far as his particular tune. Produce content for my YouTube channel to teach other owners more about the car, because there's not any information out there. I seem to be the only technical i8 guy, and it ends up resulting in DMs multiple times a day asking all kinds of questions. Now I'm in this mode. I should be able to turn traction control off at this time. So now we're in roller mode and traction control is turned off. I don't know how it's going to behave. I've never done this before. So it may work. It may not work. I don't know what it's going to do, but now you're actually in roller mode. Yeah, you can long press it, but I don't know what it's going to do. I would hope so. There it is. Okay, yeah, press and hold completely. So press and hold that for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then we get DSC completely inactivated. It's in roller mode. Now, in order to start it, you're going to put your foot on the brake, you're going to put it in gear, and then you're going to move the lever over to the left, and that'll start the mid-engine. So now you're all-wheel drive, and at that point, just hit the downshift, and you're in first gear. So you have shifter paddles, or you can use the center controller to shift.
How fast wheel speed is the first gear?
I want to say like 60.
How fast is the second gear?
Wait a second. I'm going to tell you that your 0 to 60 is going to happen at the beginning of third gear. So first gear is not going to take it to 60. I don't know. I don't remember. But I know that it's 1.141 final ratio in your fourth gear, and your fifth gear is more of an overdrive, like 0.82. So I think fourth gear is the best gear to
We want
run
to make
in.
a tool in fourth gear, and it has a traditional rev counter for it.
Yes.
Currently, it's like
That'll be on the right.
RPM rev cut.
It's a 6,500 RPM. When you turn DSC off and everything off, it should push it to 6,500. Now it will probably shift for you automatically. That's the one thing. Maybe not in roller mode, but by default, if I have it in fourth gear manual and I keep pushing as soon as it hits 6,500, it automatically shifts to fifth. All right, need 2 feet.
The power is very mature. Like the power delivery is very modern, smooth, crisp. It's a mature feel,
Gotcha.
I think.
I'm curious what the difference is now between its stock and it with Alex, and if I don't like it, obviously it can be changed. That's a newer one. Oh, he's doing his outro.
This is my outro, but none of you viewers ever make it to this part of the video.
You never film an outro.
I never film an outro. Because I never have people at the 15-minute mark of my videos. But this is my first like official kind of outro, and I'm gonna do it right now with all my guys. So as you can see, the dyno is now cleared. The car is put back together over here. And Mr. this way, Mr. Pat, I can't do the reverse. Pat,
No, you're right.
there,
Yeah.
Pat is gonna go back inside, talk to Jim, find out what kind of numbers he thinks we can stretch out of the i8 at a full tune. And we'll find more about that info on Pat's video. I'm gonna have a link somewhere down there in the description. And thank you for joining, like the Jerry Springer last minute.
Thank you, Exhausted Outdoors family. I really appreciate you tuning in.
Always a pleasure.
Challenges that we have to make sure that the tune gets uploaded to the car, maybe some configuration changes, maybe some issues. For me, I ran out of battery power for the front motor. Who would have thought? So things like that obviously are, we need to expect those for a tuning day. And spending about 3-4 hours here, I feel very, very well that the job was done correctly, and I'm looking forward to getting the car out on the road. Yeah.